welcome to the channel. And then
Some people really need a female in their life because they need that.
the plan is for now to doing. I just got something in my brain. I need to go to the gym now, and
like it's nice if she does, but I'll survive.
I said, before I go to the gym, we need to doing 500 push-ups.
The menial tasks you complete.
500 push-ups in 30 minutes. So I'm gonna put the time and the phone, and we need to doing 500 push-ups in 30 minutes. So this is something new for me. I never tried before, and I think so. It's great time to try it. To be honest, 500 push-ups in 30 minutes. This is something strange for me. I never did it before, and I'm gonna put a timer, and let's do it. Not pain no gain, guys.
But nobody does, especially women.
Alright.
Women truly don't give a fuck. If you ask a woman the kind of man she wants,
500 push-ups.
Ever. She wants a man who is ultra capable, ultra competent. I've literally had women say to me, you know, I love being around you. Well, I don't have to think. I'm like, what do you mean? Because I just turn up and like we just walk in the hotel and everyone, staff, do anything we want, and the jet's just on the runway, and we just land, and I'm in this beautiful place, and I don't even know where I am, and I get to just turn my brain off, and it's great. Like, they want someone who is fun and spontaneous and charismatic and successful. They don't have time for sad dudes. They don't care. So the world doesn't.
By the way, it's talking right, yeah. You're commenting that for a minute.
Sit there and self-diagnose yourself as a sad man. You're gonna have a shit life, and nobody's ever gonna give a fuck, and you're gonna perpetually lose forever. And that's your decision. I am so scared of being that person. The idea of that terrifies me to the point where I don't even want to accept that as a reality that could possibly exist. I don't give a shit what happens to me in my life. I don't care how bad it is. I don't care if the worst, most heinous things I could possibly imagine happen to me. I know that my sadness, my depression will be temporary because I will never stay loose.
Alright, 30 minutes.
Anything in the world that makes you happy that you currently have, whether it's a person,
30
whether
minutes.
it's a job, whether it's a scenario, whatever it is, also has
500
that
push-ups.
inverse capability to make you extremely angry. So you have to accept this.
You're quite detached, man. You're quite detached
Oh,
from
no,
everything
he did.
you also own. You say you love it, but at the same time you're okay with letting go.
Well,
What is wrong with this phone?
because I think I have confidence in myself to get it all back.
Well, making ready before I go to the gym. You can't just stay home all the time. You need to sacrifice. So we're gonna doing 500 push-ups in a minute.
You love it.
Yeah, I kind of enjoy it. And I think that maybe it's perhaps I just enjoy it because perhaps my whole life is not about trying to find comfort, it's trying to find challenges, and it's trying to find stories. I'll be very honest with you. Even in jail, my brother and I kept saying this is probably the best story, one of our best ever stories. That's what life is
500
about.
push-ups.
If you were to say to me right now, Andrew, you want to spend
500 push-ups in
living
30 minutes.
flying around the world and sleeping with girls and doing whatever, or do you want to spend a year in a jail in Mongolia? I'd probably choose the jail. I had real jobs and I did real things. I was really broke. I was really on the bus and really trying to pay rent and doing real stuff for a long time.
I wrote a line in here, and I think you could relate to it. A poor man is broke, a rich man is broken. So if you're broke, you can figure out a way to be rich. But if you were given everything and you don't know how to manage this life, you're broken, and you don't feel like you've earned anything. I've met more depressed rich men than I've met depressed broke men.
It's amazing you say that because there's two answers to that. My first one is, I love that you say that because I always say I'm not rich. I'm a poor man with a lot of money. I always used to say that, and
I hope so. I can say that as well soon.
Because I get asked this question a lot. I've been extremely successful. I have hundreds of millions of dollars. In fact, I think our last valuation across everything we own was we're almost at B now. So we're doing very, very, yeah. I'm a billionaire. Top G's a billionaire. So we're doing extremely well. That's the first thing. The second thing is actually, it's great that you say that because I completely agree. Because if you're born with everything, if you're born with all this money, but you have no aspiration, nothing to actually to grasp onto and trying to achieve, then money doesn't make
Alright,
you happy.
30 minutes. The time is gone.
At some point you made a mistake. It doesn't matter if it's the smallest mistake.
30 minutes. 500 push-ups. Let's go. It's really funny for me because I got that in my brain, so I have to do it. So no point just talking about it. Alright.
You need to, as a man, adopt the mindset that absolutely everything that happens to you is completely not your fault. It's good or bad. And most men don't have that. Most men don't have that. When the Matrix was attacking me and they were destroying me, and they're calling up my exes trying to get fake fucking charges on me and put me in jail. When they closed my bank accounts and I used $10, $11 million. When they banned me on across all social medias and lie about it. They harassed my family. I'm sitting there going, this is my fault. All of this is me. I got it. It was my fault. I'm not going, that was unfair. It was orchestrated. The NGOs worked against me. Because that is not help. There's accountability. It's 100% accountability in all things. But also, when I go out there and I start the Bugatti, it's like, that's me. This is my fault. The car is my fault, and the big house is my fault, and everything that ever goes wrong is my fault. Yeah, absolutely. You have to take complete and utter accountability for everything. So they try and convince you, don't worry if you're being a loser, because people feel sorry for you, and you'll get attention for it, and you'll be okay in the end. And it's all this temporary fixes of dopamine by saying, I'm sad, don't worry, bro, you'll be okay. But it's bullshit. They don't care long term. The world doesn't care. Nobody really cares. Chicks don't care. Business doesn't care. You are going to fail.
It even happens in schools now, that everyone gets a prize. Of course it's garbage. Absolutely. You've got to have winners and losers. You have to lose to know how to win.
It's true, and the natural state of man is a competitive state of man. And men have always been competing with each other. Even now, right now, we compete with each other. I don't buy Ferraris to drive fast. I do sometimes. I'm not in London traffic. It's not to go quick. No. It's to show everyone else. I'm richer than them. That's what it is. It's a never-ending competition. I wear a big diamond Patek with fucking $500,000 to tell the time. I tell the time on my phone. I do it because I'm loaded. Life as a man is shit. It's always been shit.
Oh my God. That's how it look like.
Hard, I'm sad, and I'm struggling right now. I say, okay, throughout history, men have always struggled. Happiness is for
Sure about 70.
Name a time in history it was better to be a man.
70.
World War II? Was it
I got 27 minutes doing another 400. 420.
Ready to
There.
decapitate any male and enslave all the females? When's it ever been good to be a man? Building the pyramids, was that fun? It's
Another 30 and a half, 400.
The only time being a man ever is good is if you become an exceptional man, which is even something feminist. Because feminists sit and complain about men and say, well, men have this, men have that. But they're talking about 2% of men. They don't talk about all men. You're a man in the middle and you don't have the light yet. You'll find the light by jumping into the dark.
Yep.
What does Nietzsche say? You're equal and opposite force. The deeper you go, if we imagine, let's imagine the yin and the yang, let's imagine the line in the middle, and you have the light, and you have the dark, and you're standing in the middle. The deeper you'll dive into the dark, it's like pulling in a spring. The higher you'll bounce back into the light.
This is what's happening.
Well,
Exactly. And this is also...
I have 26 minutes and another 400 to do it. 400. I think that's too much.
So, perhaps what's so interesting about it is, even if I want the dark, no matter how deep I dive into it, no matter how much mess I try and get myself in,
I'm so cold.
springing back and having
Give me 10
more
minutes.
fans and more followers and more people talking about me and more social media. Can't make excuses ever. There's never an excuse. And you're right, people try and put
No
things on the
excuses,
outlook,
that's
outlooks
right.
on the outside. It's interesting. I remember watching Forrest Gump about 5 years ago. I was on a plane. I can't remember where I was flying. And the beginning of Forrest Gump has a scene in it, which I don't think many people actually have ever analyzed or anticipated or understood what the scene means. When he's sitting on the bench at the beginning, think about Forrest Gump. He's sitting on the bench at the beginning, and there's a feather blowing. And then it lands on him. And
25 minutes.
What they're saying with that is
400
Forrest
push-ups.
is the feather, and life has just pushed him all over and put him in all these unusual scenarios. Life is directed.
400.
That's what it's saying.
What is wrong with this phone? Die again. He's on charge.
Happen to life. Then you're at mercy of the wind.
Alright, I need to know what time is now. That phone is dead.
Right? So you have to be the
So,
the wind's blowing in this direction.
7:35.
You have to come to life. You can't let life come to you.
Yeah.
You let life come to you. Then
Yeah,
you
so I got...
matrix and a system which is designed not for you to live your best life. 99%
I'll be
of what
happy.
men do is
8 o'clock, I need to
want be in
finish.
good shape for status and want
8
to
o'clock, I need to doing 400.
watch them like, oh, girl.
I did the 100 already, but I need to doing another 400, so...
This is how we compete with each other.
in 25 minutes.
That's not true, or be a dude who doesn't want to compete. Your life's gonna fucking suck.
Right.
You feel like sports
Let's
is
try.
baked into you because I used
Maybe because I didn't say 1,000.
to always compete and trying to be the best. And
This
I
is
found
what I
just
got on my brain. If I said something, I need to do it.
Well, that's it. And what is sports? Sports is just watered down versions of war.
Yeah.
This is what men have always done. We've
Friendly war.
completely. We've evolved to be in battle with each other for some regard.
And they wonder why fans get so emotional as well because they're also at war with the other fans, aren't they?
Completely.
You know, and that's going to kick off at some point.
Exactly. And you look at the entire planet throughout history, there are ideas which are universal. These are not ideas that could have possibly spread or shared. They're because of the distances involved. It was a universal idea for the Mongols and the Chinese to fight each other, and the Aztecs and whoever else to fight each other, and the tribes in Africa to fight each other, the Europeans, the French, and the English were fighting each other. Humans have always done this. It's just like, no,
So I got 30.
I'm the boss. So, okay, let's find out who's the boss. And now we live in a world where I think that status is the new form of combat, and the true expression of testosterone is showing you can move the world with money.
Yeah. Tell you what, I've been playing 20 years. Testosterone on the man now is lower than before. That's why now is a lot of like soft men. Hard time.
When I was 20,
Making strong
me and my
people.
girlfriend broke up. I was with her 4
Strong
years.
people making easy time.
I couldn't sleep. I couldn't
Easy
sleep.
time making hard time, so it's all the time like that.
Chase him. Like,
So if you're living hard time,
that's it. She's gone now.
you need to make it easy
She
time.
moved. I didn't know where she lived. That was it. And
So
I
make 30.
Now, it wasn't like I was crying.
I was doing.
I was just, where's my mom? I couldn't sleep.
Need something else to do.
Need something else to do. So I thought, gym at 6 a.m., gym at 3 p.m., gym at 8. I had nothing else to do but fight. So I took all that trauma, all that heartbreak, and I molded it into becoming a world level combatant, right? So there's nothing. What did we talk earlier about how trauma can mold you? Trauma can
50.
heartbreak,
Alright, so
depression, sadness. These are all
another 350 push-ups.
You're just, I'm telling you why they're fantastic motivator. You go to a guy who's heartbroken, he has all the motivation in the world, except for your text messages. He has
22
the
minutes.
motivation. He's putting it in the wrong place.
That's 300 cold
Ooh,
emails.
I don't think I can finish it.
All the money you could have made.
350, 20 minutes, 22 minutes.
God gives us, God's actually very nice. Because I believe God gives us a whole
350
bunch
too
of
much.
chances to learn this in an easy way. It's called life. Of course. He'll give you, think of the harshest lesson. You don't have to say where it is. Think of the harshest lesson you had the last few years. Think of how many times you had the easy way to learn that lesson. You could stop being a dickhead before it got bad. Like, how many times you could have just woke up and go, nah, we don't do it. No, we wake up like, I'm gonna play with it. It's fine. And then bam, you get hit. There's only two ways to learn lessons, hard and harder. If you're smart, you take it the hard way. Real idiots take it the hardest. But there's no easy way to learn lessons. Life's gonna hurt you, and how you use
What
that pain
is going on?
You can use that pain to galvanize yourself and become a better man you've ever been. I'm not saying that I'm only successful because of some chick. I'm saying that every single time that I was heartbroken, I never wasted a second. I was never
I'm
walking.
just doing,
That's what I'm saying.
And I said this, like, anybody who
in
tries
21
to
minutes, I need to doing
think
330.
on a moment, it's a you're
330.
that's the wrong way of looking at it.
This is how we're winning this life.
Yeah, I'm a woman who breaks your
I'm
heart.
trying, I've got something in my brain, I need to do it. I need to try it.
Messages you have two choices. You gotta say sorry, baby.
Ah.
Not type anymore. Boom, you win.
So that's the
After this,
put a plan together for the heartbreak.
it's time to go to gym.
Yeah.
Because I said 500 push-ups before I go to gym. So after this,
I'm not telling you to.
I'm going to gym.
I'm saying that when it comes, make sure it's used in a constructive way.
And when I'm coming back, working,
If something bad
making.
happened and I got really upset, I would
I've been filming so much cars last week and last month. So many. And I got great history for you guys. Great story.
It's someone else's fault. If I take
So 20 minutes, 330.
idea of absolute exclusivity and absolute loyalty becomes less important to the female because of his other accolades. That's a fact. Every king, every sultan, read the Bible. Every warlord had a bunch of women. Why? He was the warlord. The fucking shit puncher didn't. The warlord did. That's just the way the life is. There isn't just a shit at the top. It's just the top. And I'm not saying all men can do it, but that's also my message. I don't say to all men how much girls. I don't say that. I say you better become a man. All I can tell you is what it's like up here and how I got here. If you're telling me you're adamant on staying down there, then don't cry that you're lonely because I don't know that life. That is accept whatever you want. Women are the gatekeepers. It's a free market, and women are the gatekeepers. Women have all the choice. If they want to get a guy who doesn't fuck nothing else, they can go get some other guy. Women have all the options in the world. So if
Ah.
my brother and like 30 girls,
300.
big messages, why are you here? I want to be here. I want to be here.
19 minutes and 40 seconds.
That's
And 300.
How arrogant and narcissistic must you be as a random individual, especially a man, a random, unattractive male with no girlfriend, to message an attractive woman and tell her that what she's doing, she thinks wrong for being with me, my brother, and y'all.
Exactly
That she
300
should
push-ups.
instead walk in, playing video games at home. What kind of level of delusion are you operating under to even believe that that's a paradigm of reality?
By the way,
Choices. If a girl says, "Man, I like
thank you guys for
thank God, one less one's
Uh,
position. Goodbye, have a nice life."
600 new followers in about like 1.5 weeks.
So the men who are successful
I'm so happy with that.
dangerous is the men who are
And
unsuccessful with women who are the dangerous.
like I said,
Women think they want things and then they
what day is today?
Women
So if next month
I want a guy who's sweet
I'm gonna have 5,000 followers on my YouTube channel. So now we are 3.5. I think it's a 3,000.
Women don't actually
3,050. So if next month I have 5,000 followers on my YouTube channel, I'm starting giving money.
And unfortunately, to be respected, some of the qualities are detrimental.
Only way you need to do it,
The overall relationship.
just drop a comment,
I know those women who
follow.
they hate, but they respect.
The next month if I have 5,000 followers, I'm gonna give to someone £100.
As opposed to the woman who's like, well, he's
And after this, everything goes up.
so women need to
200, 300, 500, 1,000 pounds. So good luck.
How's a woman gonna respect you, a man, if you're putting her above all your boys?
18
How's a woman
minutes,
gonna respect you, a
300.
man, out here in the streets making money? How's a woman gonna respect you, as a man, if you don't respect yourself, or other men don't respect you? Respect is linked to fear. How's a woman gonna respect you, as a man, if you don't fear you? There's a problem with all these dudes out here. These nerds will make a little bit of money and wonder why their chicks still leave them. Because you're just a rich nerd. You're still a dork. I mean, you can still raise your voice and nobody give a shit. I'll still run up on you and take everything you got. Like, you have to be a man worth respecting. And that's extremely difficult to do. And if you can do all those things, it's very, very hard to become a man worth respecting. Sitting at home for the longest period of human time, for a man to be respected, for him to even be admired by society on any level, to some degree he had to be a warrior. That's what men did before.
Right.
That's what men did before. So if you're out here as a man and you have no battle in your life, no conquest in your life, no
280.
form of war in your life, then what are you doing? And it doesn't have to be
280.
physical. Physical is the best example of it. Every woman wants a boxer at their heart. Of course you do.
In
So every
18
woman
minutes,
wants a cage fighter. This is the testament to the
17 minutes, 280 push-ups.
Every single man watching this,
Oh.
no one's looking at us fighters. Every single man watching this would love to be able to say he's fight, but 99% of the men watching this will not go fight because they are afraid. They're all cowards. They think of every male loyalty, masculine loyalty is completely misunderstood. All these dudes out here who are at home with their wife thinking they're loyal. You're not loyal. Loyalty is having options and returning to the same place, not only having one option. They're very different things. If I walk into the store and they only sell apples and I buy an apple, I'm not loyal to apples. I don't have a choice. Loyalty is walking in the store where they sell all the fruit. I buy apples 6 days a week. Occasionally I get a fat pineapple and I go back to apples the day after. That's loyalty. Without choice, there's no loyalty. So most of these dudes and most women who say he's loyal, he's lame and he can't get nothing else. That's not loyal. Loyal is a dude who has all those options and still is in love with you. That's what loyalty is. Masculine loyalty is
260.
misunderstood anyway.
My God.
The truth is about most of these dudes who talk about being loyal, they couldn't get something else in their life.
16 minutes.
The
260.
fact that he is sexual exclusive
Sound like impossible.
for some reason, we don't know why yet, there's a human metric in which he does not excel in everything. So you can go out there and, like I said,
I think so.
really reliable,
But in this life,
you might go out
you should dream of something bigger.
that's fine. I'm not saying he doesn't exist. He's doing something like BMW.
Because if you're doing something bigger,
Well, that's
you go for a big dream.
But when the Ferrari pulls up,
And never mind
you do, I'm
what
not-
you have after if you're winning.
I'm not less than 100.
But if you're thinking to have a small dream,
I'll prove you wrong. I'll prove you wrong.
you don't have nothing.
So this is
So,
what-
my dream,
true masculine and true
I was thinking too much.
masculine excellence.
500 push-ups in 30 minutes. Which is I have at 16 minutes doing another 260 push-ups. Oh, a dream that I lost.
Very few men who are at the peak of the human experience of a man have all the choice. And to find a man who has all the choice, which is extremely rare amongst males, less than 1%, and say, you're going to be with me only, it's hard. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? I don't think so at all, because you can look at some very, very wealthy men getting destroyed in divorce courts. The richest man in the world is and you can look at guys who
240.
are unable to provide security.
240.
Lots of fun. like the garden.
In 40 minutes?
Banging the old rich wife.
Yes.
So I think women are just completely and utterly motivated
240.
by emotions, and if you can spike an emotion in them one way or another, then you're gonna be able to affect her in a positive way. I think even I've said this time and time again, even if a woman hates you, you're in a better position than if she's apathetic towards you. Women are generally apathetic towards men. They ignore men, they don't answer their messages, they don't care. If you can get any emotion out of a girl, even if it's hate, you're gonna be all right now. Men's attention no longer.
Fly to over 70 sun, ski and city destinations with jet2.com.
It's pronounced Fayette. Has value. In the 1950s and 60s, if a girl got the attention of a good-looking guy, it meant something. Because how many times can she get the attention of a good-looking guy? She walks down the street, whatever. In the world of
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people
Right,
are weak.
240
Most people
in
don't want to go to that extra
30
mile. Most
minutes.
people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely.
The struggle is real. It never gets any easier. You gotta get harder.
I have to ask this guy. Like, I have to understand, like, why he works like that. Right. So I'm like, hey, bro, like, why are we
220.
in the gym for so long? He's like, I saw you come in. I wanted you to know that it doesn't matter how hard you work.
220 in 30 minutes.
To work harder for you.
God, I know every mother ain't gonna do what I'm gonna do. That's a level of love.
For me, I was more miserable trying to make everyone else happy than with everyone else unhappy with me.
Because
210.
when nobody's looking, that's the time that that's the time that really matters. You've been working out at 5, 6 a.m.
12 minutes.
All the practices and all the extra
210.
conditioning, like that work that you
12
do every single
minutes.
day is key, because that's what you're gonna be able to fall back on, and that's what you're gonna be able to like rely on when push comes to shove.
If a person would sit down and let their body relax, totally relax, and then start to visualize in their mind, see themselves where you want to see themselves.
200.
Write
Another
a
200.
description of how you'd like to see yourself. Start to read
Another
it
212 minutes and 30 seconds.
and read it every day. Carry it around, keep reading it.
500 push-ups.
The one point that all the great teachers all down through history have all agreed on, they've been in complete unanimous agreement on it. We become what we think
Jesus,
about
200.
it. Now, it may be fantasy at first. It might even appear to us as being a lie. But if you read it often enough, you'll start to believe it. And when William James said, believe in your belief to create the fact, you will see the person's personality change. I watch people in the seminars, personality change right in front of my eyes. And all they're doing is starting to see themselves differently, starting to think differently.
This next generation
190.
is such a man. I just, for the small group of savages out there,
190 in
right over, man.
10 minutes.
That's always my mentality. Nobody's ever gonna outwork me. So it should be yours. You out there that are listening right now, there's never been more opportunity than there is today.
Getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day before anybody else, and grounding my thought process is in the no one will outwork me. No one will outwork me. It all starts with this.
Well,
2 hands.
well, no
I'm already
one
working
watching you while you're doing.
all of the hours that I'm awake,
Keep going.
and I've already given up Saturdays. So the only thing that I have left is like Sundays and evenings.
10
I am
minutes.
no longer going to
190.
be watching any football, and I'm no longer going to have Netflix at all. That's what I'm sacrificing. And I think a lot of people create these to-do lists when, in my experience, it's been so much more useful to write down all the things that I'm willing to sacrifice. Because if you sacrifice everything, there's nothing left than to do the one thing that matters.
I discovered work ethic and how far I could push myself, and I discovered one immutable truth. I could get so good that people would be terrified to lose me.
There you go.
And in fact, Kobe has a quote that's even better, which is, "Boos don't block dunks." You can get so good people can't stop you.
I can go back to that moment and just not be afraid. Just recognize that look, whatever could be out there, I could have it.
A warrior's not always that. A warrior's a motherfucker who says, hey,
10 minutes.
I'm here again today.
180.
I'm here again tomorrow. I'm gonna be here the next day. I'm 50 years old. I'm still getting after it. It's a person that puts no limit on what's possible.
There is no excuse for not being the hardest worker. Yeah, someone might be bigger, stronger, faster, quicker, younger, whatever else, but there is no excuse to not be the hardest worker there. And when you believe that you have the ability to do something, that the life that you're living right now is going down this direction, you can hate where it is. There is nothing else to do but to change direction. I'll believe that.
160.
Anymore. I gotta go this way. And what do you have to lose? Know the outcome if you continue to do shit.
160.
Just commit one time in your life to something.
9 minutes.
What happens? There are no losers in the world of passion and commitment to something. No one loses there. The losers are the people that sit the starting line and never initiate. It's the belief that supremacy exists. There's so many examples in the Olympics, and every day we see the common man with the odds against them, overcoming what people thought could never happen. And probably he didn't even think it. But there he stands victorious and a role model to all of us. Like, oh my God, we want to be him. But before he was him, he was us. What got him there was an undying belief.
8 minutes.
And every drop of sweat that came out, every pain and ache and everything else was just a telltale sign as they get closer and closer to that dream that we were when we were kids of being a reality. Why not believe in it? What's the other option? There is no other option. It's a life for God, man.
I'd like to know, what's the biggest key to your personal success?
It's hard. Of course, talent without work is not.
150.
You're going to lose sleep. You'll doubt whether it'll work. You'll stress to make ends meet. You won't finish your to-do list. You'll wonder whether you made the right call and have no way to know for years. This is what hard feels like, and that's okay. Everything worth doing is hard, and the more worth doing it is, the harder it is. The greater the payoff, the greater the hardship. If it's hard, good. It means no one else will do it. More for you.
Why are you out running 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning and not later in the day? Or why do fighters do that?
Because I don't want to do it. I mean, if it disciplines you to do things that you don't want to do. I think I want to get before I run.
I realized, man, if I want to be good, I gotta wake up in the morning and I gotta do the extra work. And I gotta show up when other guys aren't. And I've gotta learn, and I've gotta continue to be open to learning. Focus on what you can control. Focus on what you're getting, not what anyone else is getting. Whenever you get an opportunity, you take advantage of it. You treat it like it's the Super Bowl. You treat it like it's game day. Go out there and treat practice like no one else does.
You have no idea how great you really are. Because you are using such minimal of what you have. So in this job, you're looking for cockroaches, looking for rodents and stuff like that. And this next morning or this next night, I went to work and I don't like cockroaches too much. I hit the mother load of cockroaches. And this restaurant got full of cockroaches and rodents and everything else. And I said, this is my life. I said, this is my life. You're exactly here. This is it. And I said, this is what you get for me. So in that restaurant, I quit my job. Left my canister in that restaurant, my spray canister, got back in my Ecolab truck, and I went home. And I started working out like somebody. I became the most obsessed person on the planet Earth.
And then just work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in, 80 to 100 hour weeks every week. But all those things improve the odds of success.
Okay.
I mean, if other people are putting in 40-hour work weeks and you're putting in 100-hour work weeks, then even if you're doing the same thing, you know that you will achieve in 4 months what it takes them a year to achieve.
If you have one good day where you eat clean, you drink a lot of water, and you like you did it. You got that day, you woke up, you put your shoes on, you went for a run, you worked out your driveway, you got a good day.
Yeah.
That's sometimes all you need to do and decide.
Sometimes I can only want to push it to 1 minute.
Tomorrow's going to be another good day. I'm going to force myself into another good day.
5 minutes to finish on 120.
My legs are all beat down, almost me tired, feel like shit. But guess what? I know.
I got 5 minutes to doing 120.
Hang on a second, man. You can achieve the absolute
5 minutes, there's too much.
You don't need like a private school. You don't need to have this humongous GPA and all this other shit. What you need is the one thing I talked about in my book, which is straight up brutal work ethic. You have to be willing to outwork everybody in the world.
From the social group I had before I quit my job, before going all the way back to ground zero to today.
100 more
No one.
in 4
From that time of my life.
minutes.
Compared to today.
100 more in 4 minutes.
Miserable and unhappy and unfulfilled. And I would say that
100 more in 4 minutes.
probably
Easy.
don't like me today because I changed. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. He thinks he's so fancy now, etc., etc.
500 push-ups in 30 minutes.
I think I'm just okay with that. And so
Someone can do it.
with the idea
If anyone do it,
actually
drop me a
protecting
comment.
Everyone I know. But like me, I was more okay with that because the alternative was I didn't want to live anymore.
I think
And
Zach can win.
Obviously, there's degrees.
I think
there's
Zach can
continuums,
win.
There's stages of where people are at with that.
500 push-ups in 30 minutes.
Would I rather live for them
Yes.
than live for me?
I got 3 minutes to
do
do
everyone like myself.
100.
The joy of a fruit bowl is in one fruit alone. Like people
3 minutes to doing 100. To doing 100. Alright.
As an accountant, I've done quite a lot of running. Wasn't running late or running to catch
3
a train.
minutes to doing 100.
I still want the big city job. Just minus the big city.
I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to eat. Sorry.
No one asked you what you want.
I was told it was just wear and tear. That was it. Wear and tear.
Alright, I got 2 minutes and 50 seconds of doing 1 more one-handed push-ups. 2 minutes. Come on, come on, come on. 2 minutes doing 100.
Everyone does a few reps when the burn starts.
Alright. Two minutes. Doing 1 more. Okay. 80 more. 1 minute 50. 80 more in 1 minute 50. $70. 70 more. In 1 minute and 30 seconds. $70 more in 1 minute. Come on. 70 more. $60 more. 1 minute, 60 more. $50 more. 60 more. 30 seconds. No. No, I didn't have the time. So I did 450 push-ups in 30 minutes. 450 push-ups in 30 minutes. Never did it before. First time. Alright, so if anyone doing 500 push-ups in 30 minutes, drop me a message.